I'm Jaden Jefferson, and this is a Sunday news brief for February 22nd, 2026. On Friday, the Supreme Court, in a 6-3 decision, ruled against President Trump's use of a 1977 law to impose tariffs on U.S. trading partners. Trump utilized IEEPA, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, to impose his global tariffs. In response to the High Court's ruling, Trump said he would impose a new 10% global tariff, but in a post on his Truth Social platform on Saturday, said he would raise that tariff to 15%. As Reuters reports, Section 122 gives him the authority to impose a maximum tariff of 15% for up to 150 days. It's an amount of time that can only be extended with congressional approval. As this new tariff goes into effect, Trump says his administration will utilize the 150-day period to, quote, determine and issue, end quote, new legally permissible tariffs. Switching gears to more news from within the Beltway, on Tuesday, President Trump will deliver the State of the Union address of his second term. The speech gives him a platform in prime time to address and potentially improve public sentiment about the economy. Despite being elected on a number of economic priorities, including to lower the cost of groceries, opinion about his handling of the economy remains largely underwater in most polls, and a pillar of his economic policy, tariffs, has been blamed for, in some cases, contributing to inflation. The president, however, has stood by his tariffs, which he's claimed to be a response to other countries, in his view, ripping the U.S. off. He's repeatedly claimed falsely that tariffs are paid by the countries they are imposed on, when in fact they are paid by U.S. importers, who more often than not pass the cost on to consumers. The State of the Union address throughout the years has also been a platform for the opposition party. In the Democratic response, which will be delivered by newly elected Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger following Trump's speech, dissatisfaction with the economy is likely to be highlighted. The economy, of course, was a weakness for Democrats in 2024, though Spanberger's affordability-focused campaign offered the party a potential roadmap for success on the issue in 2026. On Friday, U.S. GDP data for the fourth quarter of last year was released. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the economy grew by only 1.4%, a notable decline from the 4.4% growth seen in quarter 3 of 2025. While consumer spending, a pillar of the U.S. economy, was still strong toward the end of 2025, the BEA says that was offset by a reduction in government spending and slight decline in exports. As you may recall, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history took place during that period. This has been a Sunday news brief for February 22nd, 2026. To stay informed about what's happening here in the U.S. and around the world, give me a follow on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and Threads at Jaden, Jaden_reports, and on Facebook under Jaden Jefferson Reports.